Hi everyone and welcome to Fishing's Great Escape UK. I've had an idea which I think will really benefit, if it works, that is, your winter fishing or lakes what are really pressured, or rivers or ponds what are really pressured and the fish are very wary of the baits. I think this could work. It could be a complete game changer, literally. The hook bait will match your own personal ground bait. What I'm going to try is basically make it'll be like a gummy jelly type hook bait, which involves your own ground bait. So every time you make it up, you'd have to make this particular bait up, take half an hour maybe. Once you've done that, it will be fine, and then it will be for your own personal bait. If you make up your bait over constant time, I'm sure these little things will work and they will last. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm going to have a little play. I'll make some up and we'll see how we go. Hopefully it all works out well. Okay, welcome to the lab, or as the missus calls it, the kitchen. What I have here is a standard ground bait. It's an all-round ground bait. All I've added to it is some crushed hemp. That's the one I would normally use when I go fishing anyway. So what my idea is to mix some gelatine up into a bowl with half a pint of hot water or boiling water, mixed. Once it settles in, mix in the ground bait. I'll put a little bit of liquid booster in there with the water, because that's what I would normally put in when I mix up my ground bait. Mix it well. Once it's ready, I'll pour it into a tray. I'm going for this one so that way I'll get like the height, 6mm to 8mm height, hopefully. All I've done, I've just put a bit of lining paper in there just to help clean that pot up after. And that's it. I'll give it a whisk, spoon in some. Once it's done, I've got the mixture of bread punches, which I'll punch out a couple of different sizes. If it sets perfectly, and then when I'm done, a little pot just to put it in. You use a little an actual maggot pot or a little bait box, but I'm using this because I know they're airtight, so I'm going to use that to store them, and we'll see how we go. Boil the kettle and I'll come back. Right, so this gelatine, this is just standard one. I think this one is a standard gelatine. This particular one I think was £2, and you get 6 sachets in there. It does say, I'll do it like that. It does say 1 sachet will actually make a pint up. Because I'm going to be putting powder of it, I ain't got a clue how this is going to work, so I'm just going to go with 1 pouch and go from there. So boiling water, that's half a pint. Ooh, hopefully I'll have room. Might need a bigger bowl. So we're going to gently mix in gelatine. If you try this, always add the gelatine to the water, not the other way around. Otherwise it won't melt, and you won't. It might not even work. It might be lumpy or something like that. I actually come up with the idea of this because I was cooking literally the other day, roast dinner or roast chicken, and when I was coming around to cleaning the pots up, I was just looking at the oils from the chicken, what had settled in the bottom of the pan, and it was all like jellified or solidified, or whatever you say, and it obviously took on all the colour of the oils, and I sort of just thought, oh, that might be a good idea, something to try. And at that point, oil, I think this is going to be the closest thing I can find, which would be a gelatine, which is okay for water. It breaks down natural. It's obviously a food source, what we can eat, so it's not going to harm the fish or anything. So yeah, we'll give this a try. So, this could be a complete foul. I really don't know. I have looked on YouTube to see if I could find anything similar, and all they show you is actually gummy worms, like Haribo or something, gummy worms or something along the lines like that. Right, a little bit on the whisks, but that's fine. That seems alright. Seems all melted. So look at that. Rubbish over there. So we're going to ground bait. Now, I'm not sure how much of this to put in. I suppose we'll just keep adding it, giving it a mix. Let's go 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 heaped. I'll grab that whisk again, because I want it to sort of, if it sits like a jelly, but a little bit harder obviously with this in, it'll go really well. Like when it sits on top of your ground bait, it will just be invisible. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm kind of hoping. So that's 6 spoons heaped. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, that's 6 heaped spoons now. It's getting a bit thicker. So what I would like, yeah, that's probably about it, I would say. Hopefully that's going to settle. So let's put a bit of this in. This is one I've been using lately from my local tackle shop, Robbo's. Seems pretty good. I've had a couple of different flavours, but this is the one I've been going with. Let's try that. Robbo's is down on the Roman Road. Yeah, I don't know if it comes under Bethnal Green, but it's sort of Bethnal Green, Bow area. It's my local. I'll leave a tag down in the links. It smells quite nice. Yeah, so I think that will be a good start. We'll go with that, and we'll see. So the idea, hopefully it comes at least like 4 to 6 mil high. I'll put this in the fridge for half hour, 40 minutes maybe. Let it set like a normal jelly. Just treat it literally like a normal jelly, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I mean that's going to be about 4 mil maybe once it sets. If you wanted it thicker, you either use a smaller pot, or if this does work, when you punch it, you just do a double punch and it'll give you your height depending on what you want. Okay, that looks fine. I shall put that in the fridge. Yeah, it looks lovely. Nice and glossy. If it stays like that, that'd be really good. Okay, well, look at this shiny goodness. It's come out absolutely lovely. Yeah, like literally, it's nice and spongy. Maybe a little bit soft. It may need a little bit more time to set. It's been 40 minutes maybe, but I think it could be. I think it could be done. Looks nice. I'm going to get a bread punch or a punch. I'm going to use a couple of different ones. Get me a little pot. Let's start with 6. What's this one? This is the 8mm Guru. I've done a little video on these. This is a bread punch or a meat punch, whatever you want to use the punch for. I've done another video on these, which will probably be uploaded soon. Just a review. If you want to know more, have a look. I'll leave a link. So this is just the Guru 8mm. So let's have a look at this. Yeah, at the moment that's mushy, so that's not very good. That needs more time to set. That's just right. So this has now been in for 2.5 hours, 3 hours almost, and it's jellified. It's gone a lot more spongy. Not, yeah, it will do for this particular video, but it needs a bit of tweaking. Obviously it's the first time I've ever done this, so but you can see it's definitely spongy. Them ones are not so bad, but It'll do the trick for this. If I just show you, like, go on this side. It's coming out nice and clean. So I mean, it's probably need a bit more, I'd say, or less ground bait. But just for the purpose of it, if I was to, so that's some ground bait that's made up. So that's how I would be putting it out. If that was on the bottom of the lake, and you've got these three, look, boom, boom, they're almost invisible. You'd never know. And even if you put bigger ones in, let's do a twist. Just drop them on there, look, you'd never see them. We go with the big one. So this is the 12 mil. 12 mil. It just blends. Blends right in. So I think with a bit of tweaking, you all can do this yourself. But with a bit of tweaking, I think it's going to be brilliant. You can see what I mean, how it blends in, like, got a bit of sheen to bring them in maybe, and it just blends in lovely. You'd never see that. I don't think any fish would be discouraged to go to that. Looks the same, smells the same, feels the same. Perfect. Just give it a little bit more tweak, I reckon, and job done. Happy days. Okay, well, thank you for watching. That's come out really, really well. I'm really happy with the result. Yeah, and I really think that will be a game changer. This is the first time I'm making them, so you can tweak them. There's a few things you can do them yourself. Have a go, see what you think. Put things in the comments. Any tips, or if you've seen it before. I've never seen it before. If you have, put it in the comments. Let me have a look. I'll be happy to review other people. But yeah, thank you very much. Please, if you like it, hit the like button. It does really help, and if you haven't as yet, please subscribe. It helps a long way.